What up, guys? This is Jason, and this is my first video sharing about my knowledge about accounting. Okay, so I'm not a professional yet, but I'm doing this to share, no, kung ano yung natutunan ko during my senior high school days and freshman days. Okay, so without further ado, let us start. So our topic for today about GAAP, which is generally accepted accounting principles. So this are accounting principles based on US, and these are broad general statements or rules and procedures that serves as guide in the practice of accounting. Okay, so basically this GAAP is ginagamit siya sa pag-practice ng accounting, no. Ito yung dapat na procedures or rules na sinusunod natin in order for us to prepare, no, or to practice accounting. Okay, so these are measurement techniques and standards used in the presentation of and preparation of financial statements. So okay, so ito yung ginagamit natin or sinusundan sa pagpe-prepare ng mga financial statements such as statement of comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity, statement of financial condition, statement of cash flow, and notes to financial statements. Okay, so it enhances the consistency and comparability of companies' financial statements. So, paano nga ba, no? Paano nga ba tayo nagkakaroon ng consistency and comparability? So, kapag sinundan kasi natin yung accounting principles is meron tayong tinatawag na uniformity or pagkakapare-pareho. Okay? So, kapag may uniformity yung financial statements natin, it would be comparable, no? Not only sa sarili mong financial statements, but also for other companies' financial statements. Okay? It would also promote consistency because you are following the accounting principles. Okay. So let us now discuss the accounting concept and principles. So ito yung i-discuss talaga natin, no? Ito yung mga accounting principles. Okay? So the first one would be the entity concept. Okay. So entity concept means that the business is separate and distinct from its owners and from other businesses. Okay. So anong ibig sabihin yan, no? Ibig sabihin lang yan na yung business and yung owner is magkahiwalay dapat sila, no? Or magkahiwalay yung treatment sa kanila. Okay? So for example, no, as an owner, no, pumunta ka ng grocery and bumili bumili ka ng groceries, no, out of your own pocket or personal money mo yung binili mo para para rin yung groceries na yon sa personal use mo. Okay? So so yung treatment dun, no, hindi siya considered as transaction ng business mo. Kasi for personal use lang naman yun or personal expense, not a business expense. Okay? So, ganun siya, no? Kumbaga, yung business and yung owner is distinct from each other. Ganun yung concept ng entity concept. Okay? So, next would be the periodicity concept. So, entity should provide an accounting information about economic activities of business for a specified time period. Okay? So, what does it mean? So when you say periodicity concept, dapat daw yung mga business or entities meron silang specified na time period, no? Ano bang time period, no? Yung time period diyan ng pagre-report mo ng financial statements. Okay? So tuwing kailan ba dapat, no? Ayun yung question, no, na pumapasok sa isip natin. Tuwing kailan ba yung time period na yan, no? It could be a yearly, no? Yearly, it could be semi-annually, it could be quarterly, monthly, no? Ganun. Depende sa kung anong gusto ng business or entity nyo. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. Like for example, no, sa sari-sari store nyo again, is meron kayong monthly reporting period. Okay, so tuwing end of the month, nag-aano kayo, nagpe-prepare kayo ng financial statements, okay? No, regarding about for example, yung ano nyo, yung yung profit or loss or statement of comprehensive income nyo, no, monthly. So para malaman nyo, no, yung kung meron ba kayong profit or loss during the month, okay? So magre-report kayo, no, at the end of the month ng statement of comprehensive income na financial statement. Okay? Clear ba? Okay, sana naintindihan nyo pa ako, no? So, next would be the going concern, no? So, the concept about going concern means that yung business is ina-assume niya na magko-continue siya uh, indefinitely. Okay? Kumbaga, walang definite time na magi-stop yung business. So, for example, no, sari-sari store na lang tayo para napakadali lang. For example, yung sari-sari store mo, no, dapat yung mindset ng business na yan is magko-continue yan indefinitely, meaning forever, no. No, buti pa dito sa business natin is may forever. Okay, napaka-corny. Okay. So, ganun siya, no. Ayun yung going concern assumption na ina-assume ng business mo na magko-continue siya and indefinite time. So, pasensya na kayo sa maingay na aso. Okay? So, next would be the objectivity. Okay? When we say objectivity, it means that yung business transaction that will be included in the accounting records must be supported by verifiable evidence. Okay, so when we say verifiable evidence, it means something, no, na ebidensya, no. So ano ba yung ebidensya na yan? So ibig sabihin, yung mai-include lang daw sa mga business transaction or ire-record mo na transaction is yung mga transaction na may verifiable evidence. So, yung verifiable evidence na tinutukoy dyan is kagaya ng resibo, no? Like sales invoice, purchase invoice, no? Or official receipt. No? Kailangan may ganyan, no? Kailangan may verifiable evidence bago mo i-record sa business transaction mo. Okay? Napakadali. Okay? So, next is um no, example muna pala sa objectivity, no. So for example naman dito sa objectivity, no, as a sari-sari store, no. For example, bumili ka ng inventories, no. Inventories sa grocery. Yung inventories na yon is binili mo sa specific grocery store, no. Kailangan para ma-record mo yung or para ma-record mo ng may verifiable evidence yung business transaction mo, kailangan kunin mo, no, yung resibo na ibibigay sa'yo. And ayun yung i-record mo. Okay? So, ganun. Ganun siya kadali. So, next would be the cost principle. So, cost principle means that all properties and services acquired by the business must be recorded at their acquisition cost. Okay? So, parang medyo ano siya, no? Medyo tricky, no? Madali lang siguro. Para sa akin, naiintindihan ko kaagad, siguro. Pero sa inyo, for sure, naiintindihan nyo rin yan. So, ang ibig sabihin lang ng cost principle ay lahat ng asset, no, na inacquire mo, no, is i-record mo siya from the day or kung magkano mo siya binili, no, at cost or historical cost. So, anong example no, no? For you to understand it better, let us example, no, let us provide an example. So, for example, no, na bumili ka ng refrigerator, no, as your business equipment, no. Okay. Yung refrigerator na yan is binili mo kahapon, no? Binili mo siya kahapon. So, ang binayad mo sa refrigerator is 20,000. Bumili ka ng tag 20,000 na refrigerator. So, yung amount na yun, which is the 20,000, no? From the day you acquired that refrigerator, ayun yung tinatawag natin na acquisition cost or historical cost, no? Dapat i-record mo yung binili mo, no, at cost. Okay? So, ganun yung cost principle. Okay? Naintindihan pa ba? So, next would be the accrual basis. Okay. So, accrual basis, income and expense should be recognized in the period when it is incurred, regardless of when payment is made. Okay? So, anong ibig sabihin yan? No? So, ang ibig sabihin lang yan ng accrual basis, sabi diyan, dapat kapag may transaction na nangyari, no? Regardless, kapag binayaran ka, no, or nagbayad ka na, kailangan mo siyang i-record, no? Ganun. Kumbaga, for example, no, sa sari-sari store nyo, no, si Aling Nena, no, bumili siya ng toyo. Okay. Si Aling Nena, bumili siya ng toyo and sabi niya, pwede bang sa katapusan ko na lang bayaran, no? So, ang tanong, i-record mo ba? Kasi sa katapusan pa siya magbabayad. I-record mo ba yung transaction? Yes. No. I-record mo siya. Kasi ganun yung accrual basis. I-record mo yung transaction from the day na nag-incurred, not when the day na binayaran ka or ikaw yung nagbayad na. No? So, isa pang example, no? For example is yung yung ano, no? Yung Meralco, no? Or yung kuryente niya, no? So, every day na um, gumagamit ka ng Meralco, no? So, for example, at the day or at the end of the month, no? Meron ng Meralco bill, no? May dumating na. Pero, gusto mo, bayaran mo na lang yung bill na yon next month, no? Kasi, trip mo, no? Trip mo na bayaran, no? May pambayad ka naman ngayon, pero trip mo bayaran next month na. Okay? So, ang tanong, i-record mo na ba yung expense na yon, no? At the end of the month? Yes. I-record mo siya sa um sa end of the month, no? Not not sa next month na kung saan babayaran mo na yung ano na yun, yung Meralco bill na yun. Okay? Okay. So next would be the matching principle. Okay. So sana naiintindihan nyo pa ako, ano? So matching principle, ang ibig sabihin dito is yung expense must be recognized in the same period as the related income incurred, vice versa. So, napakadali lang nito. Ang ibig sabihin lang nito, dapat daw yung, kung may i-record ka na expense ngayon, dapat ma-record rin yung related income na meron yung expense na yon. The same period sila dapat ma-record. And vice versa, ibig sabihin, kung may income na na-incurred ngayon, ngayong year na to, or ngayong period na to, dapat meron yung related expense na i-record ka. Okay? So, anong example nun, no? So, for example is, um, ano ba ang magandang example nun? So, for example is, yung sa ano mo, no? Sa inventory mo again, no? Sa sari-sari store nyo. Pasensya na ako, maingay talaga yung mga aso, eh. Okay? Hindi natin makakontrol yung ingay nila. So, for example, balik na tayo. For example is, bumili ka ng inventories mo, no? So, yung inventories mo na yon is, binili mo, no? At their cost, no? Kung magkano mo siya binili. Tapos, at the next week, no? Nabenta mo lahat yung, yung inventories mo na yon na nagkakahalaga ng 100 pesos. For example lang, 100 pesos yung cost, no, ng inventories na yon. Pero nabenta mo yung inventories mo na yon at 200 pesos. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, meron kang sales na 200 pesos. So, yung i-record mo na related expense dun sa sales na yon, which is an income, no, is yung 100 pesos na cost of goods sold. Okay? Ganun na siya kadali. Kumbaga, dapat when you incurred ng income, no, or expense, I mean dapat may related sila, may related income and expense silang ano mare-recognize. Okay, ganun siya, ganun yung concept niya ng matching principle. Okay, so the next would be the materiality. So when you say materiality, dapat daw financial reporting is only concerned with significant information enough to affect decisions. Okay. So, in materiality principle, no, ibig sabihin nito is dapat yung um, i-record mo, no, or hindi naman lagi. I mean, dapat yung i-recognize mo must be significant, no. Tapos yung significant na yun is dapat it could only affect, no, the ano nga tawag dito, the decision, no, of decision makers. Okay? So, for example, no, I mean, dapat yung something na i-recognize mo is material, no? Kumbaga, may tinatawag rin kasi tayong material and immaterial. And it is based on the company's um, company assets or kung gaano kalaki yung company, no? Kasi pwede namang material sa company ito sa kabila na sobrang yaman is immaterial na sa kanila, no? Pwedeng ganun, okay? So, for example, dito sa materiality principle, no? So okay. For example is sa ano, ito pinaka-practical example So sari-sari store no na maliit lang, no. Nawalan sila ng ano, ng sabihin natin 1,000 pesos. Okay? 1,000 pesos. So, yung 1,000 pesos na yun, no, i-record mo yun, no, sa business mo. Kasi yung 1,000 pesos na yun, para sa sari-sari store na maliit, is material na yun, okay? So, it could affect the decision of the decision makers, okay? But, kapag nasa malaking company ka na, for example, is sobrang yaman na company, meron silang net assets na sabihin natin 100 billion, no? Kapag nawalan ba ng 1,000 pesos, no, yung company na yun, sa tingin nyo, i-record pa rin nila? Or sabihin natin, sobrang laki, 100 trillion, no, yung net assets ng company na yun. Okay? Now, pag nawalan ba sila, no, ng 1,000 pesos, sa tingin nyo, it is material pa rin ba sa kanila? Of course, no? Pwede. Pero, in reality talaga, immaterial na yung amount na yun. 1,000 pesos. Kung 1 trillion na yung net assets ng company nyo, no? Kumbaga, ayun, immaterial na yun para sa kanila. So, ganun yung materiality, no? It is based on the entity, no? Entity based yung materiality. Pwedeng material dito sa kanya, no? Sa kabila, hindi. Kasi, napakalaki na ng company nyo. Okay. Ganun lang siya kadali. Materiality principle. So, next would be the consistency, no? Consistency means that financial reporting must be done uniformly, employed from period to period to allow comparison. Any changes must be explained. Yan, wala nakasunod. Okay? So, consistency meaning dapat yung ginagawa mong financial statements or financial reporting is uniform siya or magkakapareho, no? Kumbaga, kapag may babaguhin ka lang, dun mo lang siya kailangan mong i-explain no kung bakit mo binago no um, yung financial reporting mo. Okay? So, for example, no, yung reporting period mo or yung reporting period mo is semi-annually, no? Kumbaga every 6 months. Pero naisipan mong baguhin sa yearly, no? Kailangan mong i-explain, no? Bakit mo babaguhin, no? Yung accounting process mo na 'yon, okay? Kailangan mo siyang i-explain. Ganun lang siya. Ganun yung concept niya. Kasi kailangan nga sa accounting is dapat consistent ka. Kasi para maging comparable, no, yung ating financial statements, no, sa from previous, no, accounting ay financial statements natin. Okay? So, okay na tayo, ano. So, next would be substance over form. Financial information should truthfully and faithfully represent the financial condition and performance of the company. So, to make it simple, ang ibig sabihin lang yan is, ang i-record mo dapat, no, na financial transaction or accounting information is yung kung ano talaga yung nangyayari, no? Kung ano yung pinaka nangyayari doon sa transaction na yun. Not yung parang nakikita mo lang, no, na nangyayari. Okay? Parang pinagulo ko pa. So, for me to illustrate it, no, I'm gonna provide an example, no. For example is may nag-iwan sa'yo, no, ng goods. For example, hopya, no, galing sa bake shop. Tapos, iniwan niya yon no, under consignment, no. Pina-consign niya yung hopya niya sa'yo. Kumbaga, bibenta mo yon no, para sa kanya. Parang ganun yung concept. So, yung transaction na yun is i-record mo siya as consignment, no. Ganun mo siya i-record, ganun mo siya makikita. Kasi consignment yung nangyari. Pero kung iisipin nyo, no, kung parang ano siya, no, kung iisipin nyo, parang parang bumili ka ng hopya sa kanya, no, para ibenta mo dun sa sarili mong sari-sari store. Parang bumili ka ng inventory or purchases para ibenta mo rin, no. Okay? Parang ganun yung nangyari. Pero hindi, no. consignment siya. So, i-record mo siya as consignment. Okay? And kapag nabenta mo yun, meron kang commission revenue. Ganun. Ganun yung substance over form. You will record that substance, no, over form. Okay? So, medyo malabo, ano? So, pasensya na kayo. Okay? So, next would be the cost benefit. Ibig sabihin lang is yung benefit of providing accounting information should be greater than the cost of producing it. Okay? Ang sinasabi dito, dapat daw yung cost, no, ng isang bagay, no, is laging less than sa benefit na makukuha mo. Okay? So, dapat greater lagi yung benefit na makukuha mo. So, anong example nito, no? For example, no, sa sari-sari store mo, no, hindi ka naman lagi mag-journal entry, no? Every time na makakabenta ka ng tigpipisong candy. Okay? Napaka-costly nun, no? For example, kung ganun yung gagawin mo. So, dapat meron kang parang inventory tracker, no? Na kung saan matatrack kung ilan yung or kung magkano na, no? Yung nabenta mo, di ba? Para mas ano siya, mas less costly siya. Okay? Kumbaga mas makakakuha ka ng more benefit, no, over cost na nagagastos mo. Kasi ayun naman yung purpose natin, no, sa accounting, no. Parang mag-generate pa tayo, no, ng pera, no. So, paano ka makakapag-generate ng pera if yung cost, no, is mas mataas sa benefit na makukuha mo, 'di ba? Gano'n siya. Gano'n siya kasimple. So, with that, that concludes our first discussion, no, na tingin ko masasanay rin ako, no, sa ganito. Okay? So, sa mga professionals diyan, don't judge me, and if you have any ideas or suggestions, you can put down a comment below, no? Okay? And I will gladly take that, no, as opportunity for me to learn more, no, about this. And I'm doing this, no, to share, no, to share kung ano yung natutunan ko, no, during my pag-aaral. Okay? So, ayun lang. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you have a good day and let us become a CPA all. Okay? Goodbye guys.